Hey there. I don't know about you, but I get this feeling a lot, and I've had this for a long time, and this isn't a feeling that I want to have. This isn't a feeling that I relish in. This is a feeling that I would very much like to be just completely rid of. And it's the feeling that I'm just constantly being bombarded with bullshit from each and every direction, each and every day. And it's this constant struggle with cynicism that I've had and continue to have. Okay, and I seem to go through phases with it, but I've noticed that even even with this process of introspection, I understand who and what I am. It's not what you see here on this camera. The human life has nothing to do with who I am, essentially, eternally, as soul. And this is what a lot of people are missing fundamentally. This is what they don't understand. And this is why people close themselves off from truth because they lack this process of introspection. I've dedicated myself to a daily process of introspection. It's become like breathing to me. Like eating or breathing or whatever, sleeping, whatever, which I don't really do much of anymore or very well. But this cynicism is not something that I want to feel. I don't want to be like a victim of this cynicism of this sort of environment, but something that I often struggle with is just really finding relating to people. It's very very rare to find a person who's going to hear you out and say that even if they don't agree with 100% of the things you'll say, they'll be sympathetic enough to your sentiments, to your uh, moral indignation, if you will, they'll like hear you out and show sympathy, even if they don't see where you're coming from 100%, which is hard to do, right? Because we're all individuals. But at the very least, we could kind of hold space for each other and show that and show appreciation for one another's humanity, and that's just so exceptionally it's just so exceptionally rare to find. And I know like sometimes on this channel I tend to do a lot of mind dumping on this channel or ranting, but we live in a situation, this human situation, all right. And the reason I make these videos is because very few people see these videos, compared to compared to the world population, obviously. But it's just a tiny, even it's a morsel, it's a tiny drop in the bucket, if that even. But the we live in a human condition where it's so sick, it's so degenerated. You can't even get people to look at it. You have to look at, if you want to solve the problem, people want to call people like me negative. But if you want to address the problem, if you want things to improve, if you want the human condition to improve, you have to look at the problem. You have to observe. You have to know what the fuck you're dealing with. And we're dealing with a system run by people, run by individuals. Call them people. I don't even know what you can call them, but they're completely they're completely degenerate. They're literally the scum of the earth. We live in a system that is rotten to its core on so many levels, and I'm not gonna rant on too long in this video because I want to keep my videos shorter from now on. But again, not always gonna be possible. Not saying I'm never gonna make longer type videos, but just to be more concise, because I know that your time and your attention is valuable. Your attention is the most valuable thing that you have on the human level, and I appreciate that and I respect that in each and every person who comes here and watches these fucking videos. I appreciate you. I really really do. And the regarding my last video with the authenticity thing, I need to be authentic in that my authenticity is going to make a lot of people uncomfortable because of things that I know and that I've come to realize and that I understand. I'm willing to see things and look at things and learn things that the vast majority of people, including these people who say be authentic, just be yourself, just can't conceive of. Just won't even be these people. Most of these people wouldn't even be willing to look at or consider. So I felt the need to make that video, the last video, not to just be a critical, cynical bastard, but to say that from my point of view, most of those people saying that or espousing that, yeah, it is largely just a marketing ploy where they'll say, be authentic. It's like this feel-good sort of thing. Just like love and light with all this this new age hippie bullshit. Worship nature. I see that a lot. Nature is a retard. Like, I'm sorry, Mother Nature is a retard. Completely sick. Like, the amount of torment and like torture and suffering that goes on in nature, just as the status quo, completely without humans. If humans just got out of the picture, this meat grinder of nature would continue to churn. So not going down that rabbit hole, but it's just so many different angles that if I was really authentic about and just transparent and shared my views when subjects came up, whenever subjects come up with people, just in day-to-day life, again, if I was my true authentic self all the time, I'd have fucking lynch mobs chasing me everywhere I went. All right? So this again, this system that we live in, all right, from social media, from media, the larger media, mainstream media, academia, entertainment, politics, government, finance, business, whatever, even just the social life, is so despicably, disgustingly corrupt and rotten to its core, where we literally have people making policies, pushing policies, who are either completely psychopathic or sociopathic, and completely just incompetent. Like people who are literally sick, degenerate, pedophile pieces of shit, pieces of garbage. Like people running Hollywood, the people running Hollywood, the people running, the government, Wall Street, all this shit. People say follow the paper trail, right? And there's some truth to that, because money is the primary tool of control and manipulation, and it's being used to degenerate society and degenerate people's moral standards. So yeah, and it's hard. It's very difficult to function in this system and feel good about it, right? Because being authentic is just feeling good about who you are and what you do, right? Or that's where inspiration comes from, right? And a lot of these people who espouse this whole, again, be yourself thing, that they don't understand that. They don't understand, like, people like me who we just see things. It's literally, it's that movie, They Live. Just, it's like you're wearing a different lens that you're just seeing the world through. So, and they're wearing a different lens too, so I guess in a way you got to sympathize with them, but it's tough, man. It's just tough sometimes. But anyway, I didn't want to get this is almost 10 minutes, so I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to stop talking, and hope this finds you well. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. As always, I will talk to you soon. Peace.